2 o'clock on a Wednesday, September 12th, and you're watching the father-daughter vlog.
Hi, I'm Shawn Farquhar.
And I'm Hannah Farquhar.
And welcome to our vlog. It's been a while since we've done one, hasn't it?
Like a year.
No, it's not been that long. What have we been doing?
Traveling.
We spent the entire summer. Where did we go?
Britain.
Went to Britain.
British.
Blackpool. And then where did we go?
Sherwood.
We went to Sherwood Forest. Went to Nottingham. And then after Nottingham and Sherwood Forest, where did we go?
We went to Scottish lands.
We went to Scottish land. Scotland.
Scotland.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And we went and saw the William Wallace Memorial.
Yeah. One interesting one that was hidden in the middle of
Yeah, not the one that you see in Sterling. We went to the real William Wallace Memorial. It was pretty cool.
No one's supposed to know about it.
Yeah, you don't want to upset the British people because the Scottish people, and all that. Well, I think that's ancient history. G'day, mate. That's Australia. I'm not going to Australia. I'm going to New Zealand, though. In a few weeks, I go to New Zealand. I'm going to the 21st Annual New Zealand International Magic Convention. I'm very excited. I'll be working with Ken Scott, Mark Mason, a couple other acts that I've never met before. Really looking forward to that. If you're anywhere on that side of the hemisphere, come and visit me in New Zealand. I promise you a good time.
He gets bored when he's alone.
Oh, what else do we? That's
I
funny.
lost
What else are we doing? Hannah lost teeth. Look at that.
During acting class today, I was wiggling one of those premature wiggling
both sides. They're the ones that are going to be replaced by the vampire ones. It's absolutely perfect for Halloween. We can just glue ones in. The big. Oh no, they should be in the top, right? Yeah.
Okay, so this one I just ripped right out, and there was blood, and I was laughing my head off because I did that. I have acting class nowadays.
Yes.
And I'm
we were in Scotland. Let's finish in Scotland, then we get back into the acting classes. Acting. Well, where did we go after we got to Scotland? Went to see the memorial.
We
went to the castle. What castle?
Braemar Castle.
Braemar Castle. That's a family castle. We have our own castle.
We stole it from another person who was trying to keep us in.
That's right.
Check.
But it became our castle. Who's our next door neighbor? Who's our next door neighbor from the Braemar Castle?
The Queen.
Yeah, the Queen of England. She lives in Castle Balmoral. It's just 5 minutes down the road. And there's a whiskey distillery in between. Yay! Very cool. Then after Scotland, what did we do?
Vegas, baby!
We went to Vegas, so the SAM convention. That was
very cool. Where I saw my best magic friend on earth. Her name is Kristen. And she's awesome. She's like family.
Her and Charlie Jr. and Charlie and Gladys, they're just like family to us. It's
a lady came up to us one year and just went.
Thought they were family. That's how it all began. We missed the biggest one. We started off at the first Dickens Theater. Dickens Theater in Delaware. First state in the United States of America.
Where I tried cup of noodle for the first time. I'm in love with it now.
Hannah's addicted to cup of noodle.
I am.
And we went and played on the beaches. And then after
where they did cartwheels on us after the fall.
They did. The water was pretty wild.
Just flips.
After we went to Dickens Theater, we headed to Norfolk, Virginia for the 84th Annual International Brotherhood of Magicians Convention, where I'm proud to say I'm part of the committee producing it, and I was in charge of putting together the talent. Ooh, the talent was good. Was very good. Lots of great acts. And a lot of the people, I think over 80% of the acts had never been seen at a national convention before. And if you want to go to a magic convention next year, I give you two recommendations. The 85th Annual International Brotherhood of Magicians Convention in Phoenix, Arizona. Or go to Burbank, California, and go to the, I think it's the 85th. I think it's also the 85th. Anniversary of the Pacific Coast Association of Magicians.
Oh,
is that the 80th? No, it's the 80th. It's the 80th. I lie. It's the 80th because there was a 70th. I did the 70th. I did the 60th. So this is the 80th. And,
so if I'm 11, that would have been when I was 1 year old. The 70th.
No, 70th was in 2003. Oh, so you wouldn't have been 1 year old. You were 2, almost 3. And we held the 80th, the 70th in Burnaby. And we held the 1993 one also in Burnaby. So twice in Burnaby. And now it's going to Burbank, California, not Burnaby. That's funny. So that was it for the summer. We went everywhere. And now Hannah's back in school. First week of school is in the middle, right? Grandma's got a suggestion. Grandma's here. Say hi, Grandma.
Hi.
What was your suggestion? Oh, well, that's the end of summer. Yeah, that was the best part.
Of my summer.
Grandma's absolutely correct.
I had a dream that I was hanging out with some of the guys from camp.
You were hanging out with guys?
I was hanging out with people from camp.
People, okay. That's better.
And I'm like, I wish camp would be forever. And then someone from there just gave me like this candy, and I ate it, and I made the wish. And next thing I knew, it was on forever.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you can look up sorcerers-safari.com, or you can put in themagiccamp.com. Sorcerer's Safari is the brainchild of Mike and Jen Siegel, and it's absolutely the best place on earth. It's 1 week of kids from around the world gathering together to share, learn magic, and just hang out and be kids.
Pretty much.
There's a beautiful lake. It's where they filmed the movie Meatballs.
I was thrown in the lake this year.
She was tossed in.
And then he got yelled
at. That's not a very safe thing. Who are we talking about?
Alex Seaman.
Yeah, Alex Seaman. You can look him up at biggerbettermagic.com. Oh, no, he changed it. It's not biggerbettermagic.com. It's called gottaBeMagic.com. GottaBeMagic.com. That's Alex Seaman. He's the current president of the Vancouver Magic Circle. Super great kid and a student. And evil. He's like Hannah's big brother. And he
tried to throw me off a staircase one time.
That was pretty cool.
That was a lot. You were there.
We're not condoning things like that. But it was pretty funny when she was tossed into the water.
It was a joke.
And it was fairly safe because, our lifeguard was right there. And there were several people surrounding. And if she died, well, we were pretty much prepared for a funeral. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I love my daughter very much.
I'd actually like to be buried under the cabin that I love at camp.
I think camp is the coolest place on earth. This year, our special guest was none other than Shoma, the Grand Prix World Champion of Magic. He just spent a week here at house. Ex-friend? No, he's still my friend.
Ex-World Champion.
Hey, you're never the ex-World Champion.
But then why'd he call you the ex-World Champion?
He was bugging me. Yeah, Shoma's the ex-World Champion of Magic. Shoma's doing a lecture tour right now, right across Canada. If you get the opportunity to see it, go to see it. Right now he's in Winnipeg doing a lecture. Exceptional?
What is it?
The excellent lecture series.
Excellent lecture series.
You'll have trouble finding that because Lee Asher created it, but he used the word X-Lent. I'm pretty sure he regrets the move. It's a lecture series. He does Winnipeg, he does Calgary, he does Victoria and Vancouver. For some reason, Edmonton bowed out this time, which is really odd because they really missed out. This is probably the best lecture in a very long time to come through Canada, only because it's more than a trick lecture. Shoma explains how to use music to enhance your magic while still teaching great tricks. I noticed that. He bought his lecture notes.
He tried to make me not pay, but my daddy got angry and made him make me pay.
He's a magician that has to make a living too. When I go out and do lectures, it's nice when people pay. I'm leaving to go do lectures. I'm off in a couple hours, and I'm heading to Atlanta, Georgia for the SCAM convention. Wow, if you live anywhere around the state of Georgia, anywhere, run, walk, jump, be there this weekend. It's going to be a blast. The lineup is phenomenal, Hannah. They got Michael Finney, crazy Michael Finney. Ken Scott's produced it all. It's got so many names, I won't even try to announce them now because I'll go crazy. And then after SCAM convention, I'm heading directly from there to Vitoria, Spain for the Magala, which I can't pronounce, Magic Festival. It's a 7-day Magic Festival with a stunning lineup too. And the cool part is I get to do sleight of hand, and the big MC is a guy named Woody Aragon. Now, Hannah and I have our own international book club, right?
Yes, I wanted to.
Hannah and I, we read a book, and the books that we read the same book. And basically, I take one on the road. She has one. Sometimes we'll read by reading on Skype, and we read to each other. Other times, we race each other to see who's going to read. And Hannah's picked the next book that I get to travel with around the world, and this is her choice. Wonderstruck.
We got 2 of them for a reason.
That's right, Wonderstruck. I just want to point out this is the thickness of the book.
Except I read like 56 pages.
Yes, there's a lot of pictures.
Half the page, half the book is that.
I still want to point out that this is the book I have to carry on planes for the next month. I am really hoping this is a quick read. It's also the author of Hugo. Maybe you saw the movie Hugo. Hugo Cabaret was a phenomenal book, and
I read it with Michael Scott,
and was adapted into a film with Sir Ben Kingsley called Hugo. Had lots of magic in it, George Méliès and all that sort of stuff. It was very cool.
Yes, it was very interesting.
Well,
and
hey, I've got shows coming up. If you're in British Columbia and you've been one of those people that keeps bugging me going, hey, how come you never do shows in Canada? I have 2. Not 1, but 2. 2! Not 2, but 1. No, I have 2. 2! Not 1. 2. 2 of them. September 28th, September 29th. First is at the Columbia Theatre in New Westminster. It's more of an adult version. If you're an adult, you want to come out for a sophisticated evening of fun, magic, comedy, come and see me at the Columbia Theatre. And yeah, it's not like adult. It's more sophisticated, more for it's not for young kids.
Next to my Kool-Aid
If you're 6 years old, you'll be a little bored.
But
if you have family and you really want to come see a magic show, you should come see a magic show. September 29th. Where's that going to be?
At the
Act Theatre in
Maple Ridge.
That's where we live.
Where we live.
I'm doing the show where we live.
Where we live.
Where we actually live. That's never happened before.
Well, except for the school shows back then.
School show back when in Millardville, but that was just for the school. This is going to be for real people.
For real people.
To celebrate their 10th anniversary. At home. I wonder how we're going to get the stuff there. Well, it's okay. I bought a trailer, and I put a trailer plate on it.
And we're forcing Seaman to help us.
Alex Seaman's going to help load. And we're currently auditioning a new dancer because our dancer, Tiffany, she left to go to London to pursue her career. And we usually have a middle act who comes out and does some stuff. That would be Simon Jukes.
Except now it's going to be me,
Where did Simon go? Oh, yeah, he went to London with Tiffany to pursue his goals. I wonder if the goals are similar. Okay, enough of that.
Not
where I was going with that. Oh, well, anyways, I wish all the best to both Tiffany and Simon as they venture around the world and leave Hannah and I and Lori to try to build the show with Alex and a few other people. Alex would be a nice middle act, except for he can't do it this time because he has another show. And Hannah's going to be doing more in the show. Yeah, you're going to do that. Well, you always have been the middle act.
Kind of.
But I was talking about the running joke act. We got to find somebody else. But that's another story. We can talk about that later. Hey, that's all the news that is the news. We got a lot more coming up. We're only talking about September and into October, New Zealand. November, I'm going to one more. The Magician's Gathering in New England. New England Gathering of Magi. If you're out that way, come check it out. I guess it's more bizarre magic. It's not the happy woohoo kind of magic. It's the dark and mysterious. And in fact, I'm building an entire act specifically just to be part of their dark and mysterious. Yeah, I'm going to do up with the dark eye, and I've got this really long black, that whole.
Oh my gosh, Dad, we have to show you.
I'm going to look spooky. You're going to be spooky. I even went out and got a Lysander new eclipse table so I can be spooky.
Daddy.
The pictures of what?
The picture from last year.
Oh no, we can't show any pictures because it's a video.
Punk rock, dude.
We went out punk rock.
I was this punk steam.
We went very steampunk. And this year, Hannah tells me she's going in as another singing star.
Gaga,
somebody who's really. I wonder who's going to escort her. For everybody out there, keep well, keep busy, and most of all,
be happy.